Marching montage.
Uh-huh. I believe we need a recap.
Yes. So, last time with the Whims of Fate. Idea continued started forging her sword with Cadmus, and Idea made excellent progress just by herself. Will was a bit preoccupied throughout most of the day.
Cadmus was preoccupied.
Um,
Cadmus was preoccupied, not Will.
and was eventually forced to confess his appreciation for her.
Sure, that's what it is.
Well, I was trying to find the right words. Tongtooth and Amor went on ahead with the army and had a bit of a battle of wits and languages. To which, with Tong leaving Amor alone for the moment, while also getting a promise to meet up later to talk. Brina learns nothing new beyond the Saxons are everywhere, which we kind of heard, and eventually got a saddle for. With all their tasks completed, they stayed briefly for dinner before catching up with the rest of their army. And this week.
All right. So, you have successfully magically flown a distance to catch up with Amror and the rest of Gorlois's men. When you arrive, they have set up camp. It looks like they must have just finished setting up. Like, fires are just starting. But it does appear that you haven't missed a whole lot. I will say, as you land, it's not going to be too hard to notice, but you hear a lot of grumbling about pebbles hitting the backs of people's heads the whole trip. And at least one person says, if I get my hands on that leprechaun, I'm wringing its neck.
It's been at work.
Yeah. Gorlos is just going to ignore that, and he's going to immediately look for Amor.
Amor's probably trying to make sure the camp gets set up while keeping morale high in spite of Tooth's efforts. I'm guessing Tooth's probably kept out of his sight, though, so Amor can't confront him directly.
I mean, Tooth knows him well enough, but he's like, yeah, nope. Good luck finding me, suckers! He will approach you, Amor, and just... Like there were some pebble incidents.
But besides the pranks of the leprechaun, rather uneventful.
Yeah, well, that's to be expected, and if they can't suck it up, well, sucks to be them.
Lois has no sympathy for
Poor Lois, we've got bigger things to worry about.
than a leprechaun.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hopefully, Idea got her weapon finished, so hopefully she'll get whatever magic she wants imbued in it, and it'll prove to be super helpful, I hope. Otherwise, that was a real waste of time.
for so much, it will pay its dividends.
Yeah, well, not that I know her terribly well, but she seems to take her...
She certainly takes her work seriously, so.
Oh.
She
It looks
has
like you've got a...
faith in it. Excellent. I think that's a
I haven't had the opportunity to yet.
fantastic plan of action.
I will make sure she gets a message to your family as well, so that they're prepared.
Excellent. Thank you, my lord.
And then he's gonna kind of wander off to the edge of the woods.
No
Have
matter
a
where
private
we go,
conversation with
there's
his
always
wife.
two people forgetting about.
This is legitimate because he's literally in charge of everyone here right now.
And is also dealing with the fact that his wife and children's lives are in danger and he's not with them.
Yeah, like, I can't do anything right now because I'm not there. Anyway, alright. The rest of you, what are you doing?
Ern is looking for whoever he can, either Tong or Tooth, whoever shows up first. So like, I wonder where they went off to.
Give me a... investigate. I almost said search, and I'm like, nope, that's 3.5.
8.
Well, I was gonna say it should be easier to find Tong because she's probably not hiding. She's probably talking to people. But, well, you definitely have no idea where Tooth is. He is Lagan.
Hiding from Amror, probably.
Probably. I mean, you hear all the talk about him pelting people with rocks. You're sure he's hiding from Amror because Amror would probably have a few words to say to him.
Yeah, Ern sees where Gorlois is going, so he's like, I'm gonna go the opposite direction, so that might probably be where Tooth is.
What's your passive perception?
15.
I will say, as you're like, okay, as you're like turning.
I'll walk up to her then. Hey, how was the marching? And
probably as far out from campus can still be in camp. Probably the easiest reason, or the most easily explainable reason as to why you found her is because that's the only bit of camp that isn't in Firelight that also has a bit of light. But going over there can, well, actually, Ern can't see you very well in the dark. So he probably just sees like a
I don't know,
shadow.
he's like... when it gets dark enough, he'll actually like slightly unsheath his sword. Like have the glow come out of at least part of it.
I mean, that is what Adea did it for.
Yeah.
Flashlight?
Or flashlight. Battle flashlight.
Battle flashlight, indeed.
I imagine it to be...
And going in the back in one of those fluorescent bar lights from an office. Dark.
Oh, with an edge.
Now, this is going to be the wrong color, but I imagine it to be something like this. Oh, it opens on 4 sides. That's why I can't open it. But when you like unsheath it, you get something like this,
Hmm.
where it's a light like that.
Except green, right? That's what the bright hearth is?
No, it's just a
No.
regular
So
flame
just
color.
regular
It's,
flame.
it's
Yeah,
normal
yeah,
fire.
yeah.
It's just twice as bright as fire should be.
Right.
Hey kid,
This
I'm
is
currently in the
rude.
game.
Cool.
We went to when we were in Montana last week. We brought some rocks back with us, including some molybdenite.
You have molybdenite?
We did
Yeah.
it in honor of Adea.
Yeah,
Where did you get that?
my brother
Oh,
apparently
mining
went
is in
and my brother apparently went to Montana to visit my brother and sister-in-law, and went some rock hunting that went just as well as he did here with me and my sister.
Apparently, along with copper, it is the other thing that they mine in Butte right now.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah. My family reunion was in Butte last weekend, so
Yeah, I remember talk about something about that.
Anyway, you found Tom.
So
Barely.
yeah. However, you choose if you have the bright earth out or not. What you presume to be Tong walking back and forth under this dim light, muttering in Fey, but it was muttering in, and it was right on the boundary between a mix of Fey and Chinese and only Chinese. It's right on that dot.
You're catching like every fourth word. That every fourth word is an article.
Complicated words are unfair.
And
So yeah, no idea what she's talking about, but she appears to be pacing.
Yeah, and Ern's coming in like an extrovert with a super-powered flashlight saying, "Hey, what's up?"
Oh, it's you lot. Well,
Yes, I did.
well, I sent him to look for you lot when you arrived. Because,
Oh,
don't worry, you're not in
looks like
trouble.
definitely
yet.
needs to be everybody. I mean, I figured that we haven't talked nearly enough for me to get in trouble with anything.
I mean, I really don't think you're going to be finding the leprechaun. I mean, as soon as we started setting up for camp, he just disappeared.
That's unfortunate because I wanted to ask him some things.
Catapulting rocks at the soldiers. With a
Well,
small
why would you mix the two? We
Very
already
good
have a fork and a spoon, right?
that the more of you would be
If it was able
preferred.
to flick rocks with it.
Have to repeat anything.
I will say Gausha has found the rest of you while the Tong wishes to speak to you.
Adea's got nothing actively planned, so she can definitely head over there. Emor as well?
No. That talk is for later. to lead you over into the dark, over to the glowing light at the edge of camp. This is all that you could find, Gausha. My lady, you told me that I was not going to be able to find the leprechaun, so I did not even bother looking.
Considering how many soldiers are grumbling, I'm not surprised.
No, he definitely did do a bit to rile them up. But, there is a, I received a letter this morning from Rada saying that I should, look after her. Now, you are a lot of strangers to me, but, I suppose before I go further, so introductions are in order. I am Tong Yawen, professor from the Library of Alexandria in Sahet-Tarul, and this is my familiar Gausher. I suppose you all knew that already.
I didn't know about the professor bit. Wait, what?
I too.
You don't know where he is. You just heard his voice echo through. Like, he is hidden, but he is there.
You found a hiding spot, and
And, who are all of you?
Where is he?
Reno Turin.
You'll never find me.
Have to talk later.
Okay.
So,
Dea Halkias of the Amazons. Aspire.
not surprising.
Erden
Oh, sorry.
Argerson. Erden Argerson, professional medic.
And banjo player.
Yeah. I don't know. I try not to lead with that. It's not nearly as impressive. Oh, it's a instrument from the Atlanteans have, or at least I guess invented.
That would explain why I haven't heard of it.
Ugh.
Is that your imitation of a banjo?
Not quite right.
Eh. Okay, so if I am getting all this correct, Idea Hidalgus. I want to say artificer, but don't quote me on that.
Brina just kind of like shrugs her shoulders and just like looks up like, it might as well be.
You just take.
More or less. I am a student of many talents.
As are many bards.
Newly minted.
We originally had 3. I'm the last of the original ones, because now we have technically 2, because I'm more of a storyteller. He's
Musically inclined.
not that I'm not musically inclined, I focus on stories.
More
I saw that.
lively entertainment.
Student for Taliesin.
Well, then we shall not be lacking for music then.
But
Now, if I recall correctly, Leprechaun's name is Tooth.
yes.
Yes.
And given how shifty he's been, you take it rogue.
Yeah.
I'm not shifty. I'm pocket-sized.
Shut up.
I
Pocket
don't think
size
those
or
are
pocket searching?
comparable.
Yes.
Now, Lunch is a whole other story. He is shifty. Don't trust him.
It will be Lunch is a lawyer now.
Yeah, and he's a shifty lawyer.
So,
Then why is he your lawyer?
No. Taliesin told me about
Who
this.
else
You
would
only
defend
trust a
you?
lawyer if you're paying them.
There you go.
I mean,
I'm paying him in cheese.
Dude, Tong, Lunch happens to be Tooth's pet mouse. He's now got a law degree, but lives in his bag.
how can a mouse?
Lunch is actually very nice. I wouldn't consider him shifty, but
I love Tong trying to wrap her head around a mouse with a law degree.
Right. So,
I don't know if it's canon, but the rumor has spread.
Arthur.exe needs a reboot.
now that introductions are out of the way, suppose, and now that I know generally what your skill sets are, they can. Well, how are you all feeling going into? You don't
Kinda
have to answer,
sleepy,
Tooth.
Tom.
You
Decided
sold
to
me
make
already.
the sword. And get the sword.
Cool.
wait, what?
The leprechaun told me while we
Sorry, I
were
missed
marching.
Told you what?
How he was feeling.
I'm excited to make this sword and get it into action, and
I mean, that's what it already looks like
the
it's
day
made.
could keep going on. Yes, but it must be enchanted. There's a ley line near where we are going.
Plus, a whole bunch of other stuff.
You alright
You
there,
okay,
Marco?
Marco?
Yeah, it's the last reflex. It's fine.
Take some Tums. Tum, 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 tum.
Dum.
That's expensive.
Alright, so who is wearing their armor?
Probably any of us.
Damn.
Anyway.
Now, I happen to have some experience with,
I was gonna say my armor's leather, so I'm in it.
yes, I have some experience fighting alongside bards in wartime.
Well, actually, my fighting style is more fighter than bard.
You, Amazon, and you, Half Elf, are going to be our front liners. Because,
Yes.
some of us can't take very many hits. Nah. I don't suppose any of you are familiar with the area that we're going to.
We've been there at least once. It was a while ago, but we have been there.
I am not. But we have plenty of people who are.
Right. When we were there, we were with Hamor. Idea hadn't joined us yet.
Yeah, I've forgotten most of it.
But then I shan't ask
a
you
very
for
memorable
the
place.
lay of the land. Because, The terrain is one of the most crucial aspects of a battle.
It's very hilly. And along the coastline. I mean, we're on an island, so like everything's along the coastline. But this one's actually like right up on the coastline. Cliffy coastline. Cliffy coastline.
What Tooth means is that there's cliffs along the coast.
Be pushed off or to push others off of.
If we get to the point where we have to start thinking like that, I think we have bigger problems today.
No, the issue would be is if we are surrounded. Our only means of escape would be via boat. And for some reason, Rada made sure to point out to stay away from boats.
Rada is the source of...
It could be possible that Rada's the source of the boat problem.
Yeah, she was... both, yeah, no, Rada said, and came from you, or at least were around you, Arsherson.
We don't do well with boats.
I grew up on an island. I have no issue with boats. Although I will admit that there have been a lot of strange boat happenstances with this group.
Not a
I
single
am
one
also
of
from
the
an
boat
island
problems.
and never had a problem with boats.
You've been on every boat we've had an issue with. Including the one where we were attacking the raiders with flaming melons? From your trebuchet?
Coconuts.
Explain it this way, Tom. We ended up in Atlantis because our boat sank.
Yeah, that was a wild magic storm.
No, that was a whale that was protecting Atlantis that sunk us. The wild magic storm, before the one that made me grow 2 feet, was when Rada got her warhammer stuck to her hand.
Oh yeah.
Not a wild magic storm. That was just a tropical storm.
Yeah, no. I remember that one didn't have weird magic going on there.
I mean, Chris did kind of pop up out of nowhere, but
The
Actually,
Atlantis
didn't
one
say
was
nice
also
exactly.
a Niflheim thing.
Yeah.
I was
This was before Atlantis.
No. That was completely different.
I don't remember the Niflheim thing. But I mean,
or is that where we
it's Atlantis, but
also how is this relevant to the current conversation?
Ah,
I was explaining why Rada would have told Tong that we don't do boats.
I love how the whole party is like, we don't have an issue with boats, except when we're together for some reason.
Pretty
no,
much.
so there
Well, I
was
mean, I think the only one who's not technically from the island.
before Atlantis thing.
Yeah.
Right.
What?
Well, actually, no. So
Bring
first,
more wood.
Yeah.
a
yeah, it's-
wall of
yeah,
fire
I was
destroyed
saying,
the
like,
sails, and then a meteor hit the ship.
Yeah, I don't know. I just roll dice, and the dice are like, yeah, they don't need that ship.
We do technically still
That one didn't
They've had
fully
it so long.
It was also the very first book. Very,
have one boat ride where we haven't had anything bad happen, so.
I mean, bad as in the ship
was a
was
long time
threatened
ago.
with sinking. Quite uneventful. Well, actually, no. There was also crossing the channel.
The only
Yeah.
one that we haven't had any.
just makes
Nope.
you wonder if it's because it wasn't a big enough box.
Regardless, I
For the
was not
profit-
involved with just
Nah,
about any
fate
of
will
those.
not destroy this boat.
Sorry, I didn't catch what Marco said.
Regardless, I was from
If you're referring
it
to
was
the
Tuesday,
incident with and then there would also
yeah, it's better to assume they're just ginormous walls.
On the one hand,
And you fall off.
getting back into corner means you fight harder. On the other hand, that also means that you can't move.
Truth.
And we don't have our flyer anymore to catch anybody.
Flyer in the dark.
It's fine.
We've somehow made a point of fighting in the dark.
I think it'd probably be better just.
Yes. At least I am pretty sure she wrote it in Greek, and I cannot read Greek.
It's all Greek to you.
Hey, look,
Indeed.
yeah. Well, now it's green.
Well,
Now
your
it's
camera
yellow.
also cut out, so that probably helped.
I turned
Yeah, your
the
camera cut
camera
out.
off.
Yeah, that's probably why it helped.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that your connection's not strong.
Nope, it's bad. Even getting phone calls is
Yeah.
terrible.
Womp womp.
Right.
Anyway,
Yes.
I can
Yes,
read Greek.
Then the last part of this letter was probably for you lot, my involvement, so I will leave it with you. She'll hand over the letter.
Ern immediately hands it to Hidea.
Not
He
me.
heard
I was gonna
Greek.
say Adea's gonna take the letter if no one else does, so. Yep. Adea immediately gets to reading the letter because she's honestly getting a little.
I was probably already. I know Rada wrote it.
Also made sure to services.
If you be so kind.
Or then that's for the evening. With that,
Awesome.
Tong
I think
will walk
I
off.
think he was over there.
Tong will walk off with the manifest mind following.
well,
Pour it out and then like sticks it into the ground.
sorry. As you right next to you,
Say, you're throwing.
is Bendy, and so yeah, I was keeping my. Still have yay. Well, it's in two pieces now. He pulls it out.
Oh, that's annoying. I want to try it.
Plastic.
Totally.
It just snapped in half.
Yeah.
It's just. But
Rhea
yeah,
looks over at them and just rolls her eyes.
Anyway, I imagine because that eventually broke, you actually had some time to be bored and think about what you wanted to do during the fighting, didn't you? Care to share some of them?
most figure out what people they have in their army are actually trained or not. Just because there were a lot of them didn't mean they were any good.
I would be surprised if they were well trained.
They are. And that means that anyone who's ever fought Roman style,
Yeah, they turtle up in the front, but they're very weak in the back.
Adea briefly looks up into the having fought in the Roman style before going back to reading the letter.
magic people can get around behind them. They're screwed.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, is that trebuchet also working? I think it would, I don't think they would be able to hold up very well if a heavy enough rock just fell on them.
We'll see. He like pulls it out, and Oh, hold on, something's loose. Let me just fiddle around with it for a minute. Okay, he's like pulling on some springs and some ropes. Okay, all right, let's try this again. No, that knot is not staying. Hang on.
We do break it just by launching it.
As
It's
we're
like an
saying
evolve.
that, the trebuchet like goes off and it shoots this rock that he picked up clear into camp, and you see it hit a fire because the fire just kind of sends sparks out at everyone. You hear someone go, "What the heck?" Like jump back.
Tooth, point it away from camp, or you will get strangled.
Yeah,
gotta
I'm not
catch
going
me
to stop you at that point.
I'm sure
Let's
that's
see,
one more thing on the list of Amber's things to go look into now.
Also, that
All you
rope
can
is
see-
supposed to be in that pulley there. Pretty sure.
You know what? You're probably right, but it still works, so whatever. I'll fix it in the morning.
He remembers to point it at the enemy when we get there.
No, Erden is actually grabbing a corner of it and physically turning it now. It's like, no, this is not. And I will remove one of these wheels if I must, just to make it worse.
Don't do that. It's mean.
Then don't point at the camp.
Fine, fine.
It'll make the live target practice of far more interesting once we actually get to an army that we can make suffer. Yeah.
We gotta get paint.
Paint?
Yeah, I hear the Romans are scared of the Woads, so if we paint ourselves like them and then run screaming at them, that'll also scare them. Besides, who doesn't like running around naked?
Battle naked, painted blue. Thank you very much.
I love how everybody's giving their strategies at this point. Tom's got her strategies. Tooth has his own strategies. Hammer will have strategies. Although Adeus is something like make sword, enchant sword, use sword, question mark, profit.
Mine is like, I'm just wondering. No offense, Arthur, but I'm just kind of wondering. It's like, why is Tong deciding where we get to be? Like that's Brina's thought process. I'm not asking it as a question to be answered. It's just Brina's thought process at the moment. But she's also like wondering what Idea's reading.
Wait, so brain like didn't process.
Brina's wondering why Tong is figuring out where we're going to be in the battle when she's not the main leader. And like, yeah, Rada told her to take care of us, but at the moment it's like,
oh, but
it's more like she's the leader and we're the minions, and it feels weird to Brina because Rada never did that, even though she was party mom.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, or was actually...
Oh.
So,
but ask me about Tom.
No.
Sorry. Good continue.
So I had a thought while I was yelling and everything on the way over. I actually had a thought. Basically, while the army's job, avoiding the whole, Gorlois and Igraine dying thing. That sound pretty reasonable?
Yes.
Cool. So I was thinking it would probably be pretty easy if we split into 2 groups.
These 3 good reasons? I'm the second oldest of like 10 kids, and every one of my siblings is still alive. And I took care of them. And Romans are superstitious. They see a leprechaun, they're not gonna mess with me. Because they're gonna think I'm gonna do something to them. Which is probably true. But they try to avoid people like me. Which which means wherever I am, probably the best place for a child to be. I started like, wow. Emma must have really good argument.
That was very well reasoned.
I will say, with even just a passive insight from everyone, this is probably like the most serious and the most sincere he's been about anything you guys have done. Like, you can tell when it comes to kids, he cares what happens to them. He'll mess with any adult he wants to. You don't mess with children.
Hirogo standards.
And they've been raised since the last time that he kicked a kid in the shins.
Yeah.
Kid if they're over 60 years old. That was 3 great reasons. All right, who wants to go with Tooth?
I want to be
Don't everybody volunteer at once.
I want to be wherever I'm going to be most useful. To be perfectly honest, I don't exactly know where that is.
Of all those we're going to defend, I feel like I owe Igraine the most. I suspect I will go wherever my sword is needed the most.
And doing the job.
Oh, Tooth would have such a funny thing to say right now if he knew anything of what went down before you guys all left.
When they met,
I think Brina did too.
You'll probably have to...
Idea, but I think Brina should come with me. Because of the things you can do, I think you would be prudent in protecting those who can't protect themselves. You've got all that special music stuff.
Thank you. Sorry, I think it's one of the first times that Tooth's actually given me a compliment.
She's like, I don't know.
I'm not quite sure how to take it.
And you won't have to worry about mounting issues because you'll probably be on your feet the whole time escorting them.
True.
And you're taller, so you'll be able to keep up easier.
Yeah, I'm the one who's gonna have the
it's not an issue either.
Oh, I have full faith that Tooth is able to keep up. Where do you think Tong is going to be? I didn't catch
Sorry, what did
either
you say?
of those.
wherever the history's happening. So I imagine she'll be on the front lines with the army, not with a royal family. Remember, she may not know us, but we know that she's not too fond of...
Or Mr. Amor. He's technically a lord. Or technically sir because he's knighted.
Sir or lord. Either works.
Yes.
He got... No. No one told me anything.
Where was I?
Well, that makes it kind of easy then, because if Tong's going to be out front and probably Amor's going to stay... Idea, do you want to just... like Gorlois or somebody else who's going to use it, though?
Would the enchantment still work if you pass it off to somebody else?
She looks at Aridin.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Like, well, his sword still works, right?
Well, I wasn't sure if these were different enchantments. By the way, what is Rada saying?
Unfortunately, I did not actually write the letter. I was saying that to get her thing taken care of, that she thinks that Erden made a promise that, and that she didn't tell any of you because none of you are good at keeping secrets. And
Either that
she
or
did this a
blurt it
wild
out
card.
in a casual conversation.
And
They've been known to do that before. She learns something and then just randomly says it, and people are like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
More than 75% confident that this is the tongue that they were actually supposed to meet, and not the one that Tooth pulled out of the bag. So give her a chance. And don't. Well, it would also have. Let's say that possibly found out about Tong in case they might be helpful, but that'll be in a separate letter.
More to follow.
Yeah. The day will probably sum this up in a, she felt the pressing need concerns, and felt she told us that she was going to leave.
Would we? Well,
She'll tell us more later. She's pretty sure this is not the tongue that we pulled out of the bag, which I think we knew that.
well, it's
Tom was
definitely
talking to
not.
me with almost civility. It's definitely not the one we met earlier.
Well, I can't.
Well, fireballed if I do, fireballed if I don't.
Fireball.
We now know how Erden.
It's
This is
the
probably
mirror
drunken
prophecy.
stars to Marina.
Death by fire. Just not the way
Marina just like has her arms like as she listened to Idea summarize this letter. She doesn't look relatively very happy at all. Not angry, but just kind of.
Think we're gonna pop over to Tong and Amror.
Okay.
Amor's got a lot of things that he's trying to sort out at once.
Yeah.
Like, you just now have an
Well, it would probably be Tong that brings the news up. Like, good evening. I believe the leprechaun may have accidentally launched a stone into one of your men's fires.
Okay.
Maybe I can find the leprechaun now.
I mean, he was over where I was, and she points off to where she was.
The group just.
and
Yeah,
some
I know
large
him well
structure
enough
that's
to
being
know that
moved.
he's gonna play pranks, but there has to be a limit. And Amor starts walking over there.
I mean, she's going to follow him because she has things to talk about with him.
Oh man. Cool. Okay, anyway. You can talk and walk. Walking fine.
And once we
Walkie-talkie.
get far enough away that less people are listening, because I'm pretty sure Tom wants to ask about why Amor is hiding who he is.
Oh, shit, I would like to have that private meeting, if you wouldn't mind.
Of course.
I will say, as you guys are having your
And there he goes.
and he's gone. And then a few moments later, Amber shows up with Tom.
Yeah, the manifest
that
mind
way.
has gone from floating behind Tong to around her neck.
He went that way.
Amor keeps going in the direction of Rena. Pointed. I can come back and talk to you guys. I need to find a leprechaun.
I need you to get me investigate.
Yeah,
Oh,
help
Tooth,
action.
that was actually.
I'm
Help
providing
gives
help
me
action,
advantage?
so advantage.
Oh, he's not gonna need it.
Doesn't matter. So, Team
I rolled
Solitaire.
8 and I didn't roll above an 8.
That's with advantage.
Yes.
Well,
The other one was a
Uh,
4.
well, you can like hear him.
When Emmer kind of realizes he's close enough, and while he would love to pick Tooth up and see him face to face, not aggressively but assertively, maybe
Right,
put him
like,
on a bench or something, not like hang him there, but like sit him there and be like, but he cannot do that. So he's like, Tooth, I know it is in your nature to prank people. I cannot ask you to not do so. I will ask. And no, not all people who are trying to wring your neck.
I can give him a coupon to the winery.
They're not going to understand what
We
that
hear
is.
this conversation.
Yeah, they know what that is.
Can we hear this conversation from where we are?
Oh, they didn't get very far. Both of them rolled very poorly. They did not get very far.
I don't think the winery is going to help, Tooth.
Wine always helps.
I'm sure
Once
there's
you
a couple
have
of men who
it-
probably would appreciate it if they can get to the winery. Anyways, that's all I have to ask. Again, everyone takes it and is like, all right, courtesy of the leprechaun. I'll have to talk to Gorlos to make sure it doesn't all end up in a few men's hands.
It may be an ever-filling
There's too
jug
much
of
of it.
wine he and Tiberius sell.
Maybe
Say that
what?
again?
It may be an ever-filling jug of the wine that he and Tiberius sell.
Jeez.
The dice have spoken.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. That's an old bottle.
Maybe getting people drunk before battle?
I will make sure that
Not
it's
drunk.
a treat, not a drunken night on the town.
You make a very good point. You were giving them the wine, not Tooth.
I got bourbon. Whiskey. Whatever it is.
As long as you don't have any more of that moonshine, that stuff reeked and it made me sick. And it made you sick.
No, that seems to all be gone.
What?
No, that seems to all be gone.
He's
Funny, because that talk would have gone so different with Rada. It was totally the dad talk versus the mom talk. I'm not gonna stop you, but let's calm down a little.
Don't point it in a direction where my insurance premiums will go up. You can touch all the dials you want, just not the damn thermostat.
To dad tone.
Oh yes, but that handled. Ember will motion the tongue and walk. I guess he probably doesn't have to walk that much deeper since she set herself up on the edge of camp, and I don't think they're going to talk about anything that the party doesn't know about.
the party already knows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I guess the thing is that we don't understand. We don't.
he doesn't even know that she wants to talk to Amber.
Yeah.
They certainly saw her following him.
Yup.
Right.
Anyway,
Eh.
so you're probably close to everybody still. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you sure this is where you want to hold this talk? There are people nearby.
My friends. The one thing.
Well then, in a camp that or a army that appears to ex-
Not about the army. It's about my people. I made the choice to come. I needed the people to trust me. And the people in general are suspicious of the Fae. So it is important that my identity as one.
I mean, the people that you work with seem to like you well enough. Must it be kept from them?
No, it does not need to be kept from them. But I have to have my guard at its utmost. Anybody who might spread rumors could cause an uproar amongst my people, whom I have no time for that right now. That is the truth.
It was
For the most part, after. Adea, I don't know terribly well, though she's very interesting. Well, I did say I have wandered quite a few places. I particularly liked this.
eh, pardon me, but it has been there has been quite a bit on my mind.
To get away, it's where I felt most at peace. Just wandering the grasslands in the quiet and to see different. The journey was my favorite thing for the.
Like this guy. He's going places.
Literally.
Literally.
And how is it that you came to settle down and become right hand man?
Gorlois. His name is Gorlois.
I was aware that my mother was nobility here. I'd kind of avoided her. I presume she didn't want, but coming here, I was able to make up and find that I was welcome. And I've never had a place I belonged before. So,
I mean, from the very
took the
few
opportunity.
words, that I have heard from Rada about you, Onion, look at you. It seems like
It is true. I wandered with them for but a short while, but we are, I would say we are good friends. And it was my great wish to make sure that they could all see themselves home just as we all were cast off in a place we were not familiar with. It seems that some of them have been home and then back again, which I'm very glad for.
Tong like closes her eyes and nods. Very well, changeling. You've satisfied my curiosity. But now time for the dark talk. Well, I'm sure this would go a lot better with your whatever he is. I do not nobility in centuries. And it is that the dark talk that I am referring to is the upcoming battle.
I see. So tell me your thoughts on the upcoming battle with your loyalties as laid out.
My loyalties, as they are neutral on both sides. However, I don't think it's going to work.
Oh,
Kong is of little faith.
I know. And that's gonna kick her in the butt.
Out.
So you are,
Yes, officially I am
but you are.
neutral. Record events as they occur. Because I am the only so that is why I have come. Besides the point that is getting away from the points that I wish to discuss. I may not have very much faith that this idea that quite frankly, I can think of anywhere between a decisive victory to a tragic defeat. But in either case,
We're a coffin. Gregory.
because that man come here, it sounds like that he is going to die. Regardless of our decisions, because the point to everyone that I've heard that Emrys is never wrong. So why should the Fae be any different or have any effect in it?
Your observations are, but we hope we're different. When we take any advantage we may be able to press, change fate.
When there are groups of enemies, I can uh, take out multiple groups either in a single blow or over a minute.
I see. So we can rely on your hand for aid.
You can in combat. I am easily hit and go down with a few swings.
Handle those who stand in the back like our archers.
If at all possible, I could be an opening salvo. I mean, let me ask you this: how or what is the terrain like where this fighting might take place?
I suspect Amor is very familiar with the terrain, even though I, as his player,
Yeah.
isn't.
So, let me.
I'm just gonna say, Ern's been like slowly and carefully approaching closer to listen in on the conversation. Like, oh, take another half.
So it's at least where the castle is, where the Duke's castle is. It is steep cliffs, coastline, There's river valleys, rainforest. There's lots of wetlands and peatlands throughout there, meadows, moors. There's not a ton of trees outside of around where people have planted them or where the forest, the temperate forest is. You can pretty much see for miles in most of Cornwall. Dumnonia. Dumnonia.
The view and that you can see, or that is where my family resides. Back of my hand.
And it is springtime now.
I have no clue what.
I think so.
Yeah.
Out of character, I have no clue. Yes, just about to burst into summer.
Because one of my spells tends to light up things that aren't being worn or carried. So, if you could set it up into an opposing army, which is not the best for our.
We'll have to consider. We also have a people to protect.
Yes, and this is where the advantage of the defenders comes in. You know the lay of the land, they do not. And
Yes, mayhap we could find a place that would. Most ideal.
This also depends if we're going to be
leave
doing a pitched battle or a siege. I
Which is
had to
where
head,
you
whereas
are
a siege is.
attacking an instructor.
Yeah.
Camp, maybe. Mhm.
So if
You
they
siege a
manage to
defended
make it all the
position.
way to Tintagel, that could become a siege.
Mhm.
However, the hope is to not let them get that far.
Well, the thing is that if they get to Tintagel,
Yeah.
Unless they've already taken it, all the Lamanites.
Or it could be an
For the
Alicia
sake of the children,
situation.
let's hope it doesn't. Yeah.
Which, in case you're not
I have no
familiar
idea
with,
what that is.
it's the last battle of the Gallic Wars that Julius Caesar had, where he laid the city
Yeah.
of Alesia to siege, and then he got a counter siege around him.
Yep.
Still won the battle. So.
Almost minor moments.
Fine. Just went down the wrong way.
Oh.
Also, the issue of, are we facing professional?
It's hard to say. Will said that the Roman army was coming into Joe, which that they are not native to this land, and that is how they came here. But the desperation, it's hard to say. We must prepare for everything. Or anything.
Well, because the reason being is that conscripts and volunteers are more easily broken in terms of morale. And, well, the Roman army, the professional army before confederacies, there's a reason why they conquered your island.
Screaming at him.
About this time, Sabrina remembers that Amor doesn't know what he reported because he was already gone by that time. So I'm gonna kind of scouts came back before we left, and the Saxons are in all different directions, and they're burning as they and raiding as they go. I don't know what we're facing in Demnonia specifically, but that's also to be aware of.
With a
We already knew we had no time to lose. Only I could be.
as as fun as it would be to
Now always
watch.
use the world
Uh,
burn.
I could do with the world not burning. Thank you very much.
Yet you're willing to set the hills on fire?
That's
Isn't
different.
that
It's
the
not the
same
world.
thing? Yeah, but it's Amor and his men's world. That's their home.
Okay, I gotta roll a d20 twice.
The world could use two Brinas, though. Here, I'll go.
Gausha goes from Tong a look before brushing his head against hers.
Yes, in terms of war, we do have much strategy to consider. I personally think that the greatest determination of the strategies we will take will be how far ahead of the army, of the opposing army, we arrive. Should we have time to prepare? I believe that every matter that we can take to weaken, to confuse, to scatter, or to lead away into a perfect defensible place should be taken.
I mean, it sounds like those
It is
birds came
my
back
hope that
pretty.
we have such.
It sounds like those birds came back pretty quick. So perhaps I could change any one of you into a bird, and you go scout.
I could just ask one of the ones we find around here. That's how I did it the first time.
Tong looks at Gausha and just like take the word of beings with limited capabilities, and she says that, giving Gausha a pat on the head, or patting him on the head. Fauna, perhaps a local personage would be better in recognizing, and it might be more swift.
You just said that they came back quickly.
What I am
We
more
have little.
meaning to the local animals, what we're looking for, versus sending someone that already knows what they look like.
I took care of that with Peep and Cheep.
Are they here now?
Oh, they're back at camp.
And a lot good those two do for us now.
Brina, it's
I know you don't remember us, but one of the things that my people is capable of doing is speaking with all manner of creatures. I can
I'm open to all the
Realize
options that we have that might be of our benefit. And I think that we should consider all of our options.
Peacekeeper.
I personally would like to continue discussing strategy. For now, though, I must make sure that the camp stays in arrays and help organize with Gorlos.
yes, and
anything I can help
lots
with,
of you
Amber?
go off too. I have a letter.
Letters.
Brina can help with, so out of character. He wants to talk to Gorlois. Also needs to make sure there's food for us, keeping the camp in check, trying to figure out how he can keep the people, the morale up despite We did talk to Tom. That's good. Um, yeah. Not that I can think of right now, Prina, unless you would like to help with the morale in camp. But if anything should come to mind, I will let you know.
I'm not sure how much I can help with morale at the moment, but I can try.
Music! It releases endorphins. Wasn't any one character.
Yes, the gods themselves are speaking to us right now because only they know what endorphins are.
Right.
That's fair. Orphans. Ooh. Any gods? Gods have not spoken to any of you recently.
Nope.
They never talked to me, so
I mean, Rada running away in game was only a day or two ago, right?
Yep.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was
And the day or two
Been
before that,
2
they were
days.
speaking to Rada and Adea.
Okay, so Amber's heading back to them. Are you gonna go? How would you like to do it? You don't have to do music. It's just that it's actually singing together, so.
I was probably gonna work on playing my flute instead because I don't really feel like.
Ern's gonna go with.
Okay.
Morale's always great. And
There is a sort of central fire where Gorlois is currently sitting now. He's gotten back from his conversation with his wife.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
He did
somebody fed him.
But it is probably going that direction. She is not musically inclined, but she'll probably be in the area.
triangle.
Yes. Yes.
And while we're all walking over there, Ern will just do it. It's that I think Tong has more specific things that the average person. It'll probably take longer than Corbin.
Oh yeah, Corbin.
And the jackdaw.
I can understand that. It's just frustrating because it's actually something I was able to do to be helpful. And that's
Yeah.
not good enough to think about the shininess of armor. Sorry, I'm very, but I'm not really feeling it at the moment.
Don't worry. Tong just doesn't know you how we do. And therefore she can't appreciate you nearly as much.
Thanks. Instrument specifically, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why does he have that? Okay.
Okay, remind me again how the ranked skills work. The number that's next to them, is that the modifier again? I haven't had to use these in a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
In addition to any of your other normal modifiers.
I don't know what other modifiers would be for performance.
Like your proficiency in your instrument or your performance modifier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Has Ern
so
played the
performance
banjo
modifier.
enough for him to get proficiency in it?
If I'm doing my math correctly, apologies skill modifier,
Mhm.
the ranked skills. Do I add those together?
Yeah.
Okay, 31.
Yeah, I was gonna say it should be a fairly high number. Yeah. When it comes to that's the point of the ranked skills. They're
Mhm.
supposed to be a lot higher than the other ones because you have actually put the time and the effort.
So you should have your proficiency bonus as well, which I think is +3 at our level.
Let me see here. Proficiency bonus. That would be on the first page, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Proficiency bonus. Yeah, +3. So 34.
Yeah. So even though Brina's not particularly feeling it, the crowd certainly is. They don't necessarily recognize everything you play. I will say that at some point you have listened to enough of the music that others have done, specifically the Druids, that you've been able to sort of fiddle around one of those in, and the people are like, ha ha! And they start singing along. You have no idea what they're saying, but they're enjoying themselves, so it must be working.
Just as a background, because there's no way I'm getting it over 30 with any roll I do.
I rolled an 18.
Like a Dea with her blacksmithing.
Definitely the lesser in this regard.
So that was the other reason I did it. It was like, logically, she should be outperforming you every time.
Yep.
And now it finally has happened.
It's like, huh?
Right.
So
have-
basically, all that Brina has to do to be a good bard is to act
Artist.
feeling like I'm not really feeling disheartened because Rada didn't Tong as being this new version of Tong. I had finally gotten to where I wasn't as intimidated by the old Tong, and now this one is actually just getting on my nerves and I hate it. And I'm like, I'm so not feeling cheerful right now, but I'm going to play because it's what I can do to help. So apparently, I just have to be a tortured artist to actually be a good bard, which is really.
You literally start playing your soul.
If I'm not playing my soul because I'm not playing sad music because that would be counterproductive. I'm playing the opposite of some of what I'm feeling.
Play one, but sad, conflicted.
There is some happy in there too.
Conflicted,
It's just
angry,
it's
yeah.
very muddled.
Yeah, you can't have uplifting all the time. You gotta get those more complicated emotions in.
There we go. And as music is wont to do, a sense of peace come over you. You're relaxing a little bit. I mean, it does that. Even when you're in a horrible mood, music has the tendency to just release it all.
Yeah.
So by the end of the performances that you do, you're feeling much better. Maybe not perfect, but
Yeah.
less ready to like lash out at the next person who talks to you. Did you have a
And now that Gorlois has food, at some point Emor will want to speak to Gorlois, to without letting it get out of hand. Yes.
Become a problem.
I will say, if you
Geralt?
Gerard.
handle that.
We've established
Yeah.
not let things get out of hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
He might be
then
talking if he's trustworthy.
say, I finally found the leprechaun. Hand Gerard the bottle of wine. Courtesy of the
Is there gonna be enough?
We'll kind of look at it. I don't know if it's on the label at all, but like Amor's got an idea that like
Yeah.
one way or another, Gerard will quickly find out that
Was he there for the whiskey, or was that after he departed?
that was one of our meetings.
That was the Harvest Festival. Yeah,
So
yeah.
you
where
remember?
they had the drinking competition and you drunk aired under the table.
Yeah. You'll remember that same deal with this thing.
Warning: this bottle does not run out. Please do not
Right.
overindulge.
Gerard does not look entirely convinced, but he just sort of shrugs and says, "Okay." Line on the leprechaun.
On to his next task.
Sounds good. Gorlois is kind of watching everyone line up to try and get some wine. Like, join him. He's just like, I really hope Tooth doesn't have to check. Alright, I trust you. And if you trust me doing that, cool. You look like you were a man on a mission. You
My lord.
can have a few moments. As clearly the men are busy. Would you want to go somewhere?
Maybe that would be best, just to make sure that nobody gets any ideas until you decide they can have them.
See, this is why so require a whole lot of help. He could just
In short order, as long as their magic is working.
kind of direct you into the tent and then. Mm-hmm.
Thinking of the grain and the others.
Mm-hmm.
Would it? I know you spoke occasion to evacuate people, but that at least they are out of the way, and the fighting will not come at the cost of civilian blood.
But part of why I sent the message ahead. She is very good at
I doubt your capabilities, my lord.
I mean, it's worth bringing up. She did tell me she was going to reach out to all of the earls and other landowners.
That we have time before the army reach the land before the army of Constance arrives.
Bringing. It's likely he has more men than us, in which case they will travel slower. Especially if he's doing everything the way I suspect he will in the Roman style. Most of them will be on foot. So it could take them a while.
Fair enough. I'm sure we will continue to scout and seek information as we get closer so that we can prepare.
Yes.
I'm merely trying to imagine the best way to approach the situation we are looking at, but it's Lee.
I was actually going to talk was handy. Though maybe not sparrows. Having spoken with sparrows before, they're not as smart as I'd like other birds to be. So they're a little too smart for their own good, and I have incentivized the right way, loyal, and not jerks. In other words, I also need to talk to Adea because maybe she can make some shiny baubles to incentivize them.
Incentivize.
Yeah, busy, so maybe.
Yes. I don't know for sure what she gets up to when she is bored, but we've got enough to handle without finding out.
Yeah. Did you talk to Tooth?
I did talk to Tooth. That is where I found the one. He offered it up when I told him that maybe hold back a little bit, or at least.
I was gonna do a thing. Hang on. Let me. I don't have that one. Okay. I have to try something else. Oh. That'd be really funny. Sorry. No. I needed Cornish names. But the website I usually use apparently does not do Cornish names. So I had to look up her. And the first one I noted was really funny, actually. Let's see. Oh.
Other than that, I suspect that as we march, we will want to set ourselves up for best success with the landscape, which we know well.
Yes. Such things. So Igraine was not alone when I contacted her. Kellenan was there, and she has offered to set up some lookout posts. I wanted you aware of it, the place like safe, like a castle.
The character Callowin, I'm sure Amror knows who.
Yes. It was one of the things that I would like to discuss from Neuro 4 years that they have been gone. I'm sure you can make references where this is going.
Sorry, my little hopeless romantic heart is happy, okay?
Amror's still probably trying to be very professional about it, but he's definitely torn. Like, on the one hand, any is fantastic. On the other hand, people he cares about.
I will say you are absolutely not surprised. It's probably that long suffering.
Well, then she'll be a boon to tell her no if I wanted to.
You could certainly try. And yeah,
I like it.
the women, it's a matriarchal society. Like, the women hold the authority. The men lead the armies at the behest of the placekeeper until Guinevere is old enough to take over. So when she meets King Arthur and all of his knights, and his knights are not used to the matriarchal thing, real fast. There's definitely a scene, because she is wicked good with an arrow, a bow and an arrow, because that's what the Kimri use. She totally shoots him in the bum, and Gawain never lets him forget it. Lancelot's just like, okay, that hurts a lot. And Gawain's like,
Don't have dissed me.
You were being an ass, and you were shot in it. This is completely reasonable.
Yeah, like, you did this to yourself. Pretty much. So yeah, she definitely, Kellenan would have learned how to, she's got the Welsh bow training, like longbow training.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If I did headstrong.
All that established, I couldn't tell her no if I wanted to. As much as I'd love to see her safe, I would be glad for the help.
Yeah. No. At least she won't be out there alone, but I tell ya. Celtic women. Am I right or am I right?
You've got a point, but they're not going to let you down.
No. I think that Igraine was also going to see if she could reach out across the strait and see if Ban could send any reinforcements. They're not having many issues. He's actually golden right now. Lucky dude. True. Alright. Any other concerns?
To think everything through that we can do, and it seems that we're well on top of things as we should be.
That is why we are in charge. That, and I didn't have a choice. What's Amrar's passive insight?
I will check, but based off of most of his stats, I'm just gonna guess.
Because you have been working with him for so long, he's very worried. He's doing a very good job of covering it up. Like, makes sense. His family's in danger. He's
probably notice but not call it out. Like, he'll take to put in everything that he's got to make sure that this turns out.
Yeah. That's fair. Tooth is who knows where.
Tong gets her letter written. Then she is going to send Gausha out to make sure there aren't any scouts nearby. Enemy scouts in particular. Nothing. Once she gets her letter done and written, she's going to sing to herself. Get her own morale up. After the stressful letter she has to write.
Nice. Yeah. That's gonna be fun.
Wait, is there another? Do you mind if I ask for clarification on that, Arthur? Is the letter she just finished writing the stressful letter, or is there another letter that's stressful?
The reason why she is singing is to get her stressed down from writing that letter. Poor Gausha.
Is there one letter or two letters?
One.
One. Yeah, I was gonna say no. I think there's only one.
He is going to then give Tong the help action with her singing.
Excellent.
Please tell me that the Gausha is harmonizing. I would love to know what that would sound like. An owl harmonizing with your singing, that would be so cool.
Alright, Tong's total performance for herself is a 19.
The endorphin.
She'll basically do that until the party comes to...
Makes sense.
I'm being Adea's nearby to where listening a little bit. She won't get up when down, and she's kind of like casting light on the one and then casting light on the other as one fades and the other one lights up, and she probably looks like she's half bored and half deep in thought.
Idea, your pocket vibrates. Whichever pocket you...
have this sending
Your-
stone in
The
Pearl.
pearl.
the
Yeah,
pearl.
Um,
Well, it was just a stone, technically. Lois just picked up 2 stones.
yeah, I'm guessing she was keeping it close to her bag of holding, but if it was in her bag of holding, it'd probably rattle a billion things. So,
Yeah.
um,
All I can think of is that one scene with Hermione where she's like looking for things in the bag and you hear this thump and she's like, that'll be the books.
Yeah.
That's exactly. It's like, oh.
Like one of those old-fashioned, like really loud alarm clocks. Like the ones that have like the 2 little bells at the top. Like I can imagine for things in there.
The little metal bits.
right. But Adele will answer. That's right.
Yeah.
How'd it work right now? Just in the camp.
No, I was just asking if it, well, yeah, okay, it works. So,
Yes, it didn't take very long.
okay. I just,
It seems Gorlois travels much faster than. Not their
Yeah,
fault.
no. That's good. Glad you're all caught up. And now he's like, what do I say? Small talk, not his forte.
Nor Adea's.
He already got to the end of his script.
I didn't think this far ahead.
And Adea's like, he's.
Like I wasn't sure if you could leave a message on these things.
Never used one before. Oh. Do
So,
I hear?
we're all good over there at camp?
Yeah, we're good. Not much has changed. We're not doing a whole lot. We're still waiting to see what Uther decides to do about the Saxons. So yeah, and he's, well, still kind of grumbly.
Hopefully we'll change fate and that'll change soon.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, I guess if you're
Okay.
right, well, bye, I guess.
Hi.
I love it so much now. They're so awkward.
It's like, I want to keep talking to you, but I don't have any reason to keep talking to you, so.
If I keep talking to you, I'm gonna say something that I'm gonna regret. I've done that enough today.
This juncture, so okay, bye.
Maybe less half bored now, more deep thoughts.
More deep thought.
Still kind
Alright.
of like one, like the other, as she's this.
Is there anything anybody else wants to do this night before you go to bed?
Not particularly, no. None important, just Ern will imbibe in some wine and keep up morale.
Thinking.
Yeah, you're good. So, I'll say at some point, you two will kind of take turns because it gets exhausting playing for extended periods of time, especially when you're breathing to do it. I'm like, I may not know what it's like in there and do a little instrumental that doesn't.
Just cramp, or if my fingers start bleeding, I could just
There
use.
you go.
Remind me at the end of this because I have a story for you that actually is relevant to that.
Alright.
Please.
While you're taking one of your breaks, Brina, a man will approach you. He's definitely Celtic. He sits next to you. He goes, "You play lovely,"
Thank
and
you.
he's speaking in Fae.
Thank you. Who are you?
My name is Mabon.
Labon.
Mabon. Mabon.
He's a bomb.
Mabon.
Labon.
We do.
Most of it was from my homeland, but I picked
Yes.
up some.
From one of the tropical islands.
Yes.
Well,
I mean, I know I don't look like anybody else here, so that's an obvious thing, but
no, you do not. You also do not look like anyone at home right now either. A bit on the tall
yeah, I
side.
know. Wild magic.
I figured. Anything like that over here.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything like that here, but it's very normal at home.
Indeed. I do love a good coconut water. Haven't had one in a long time.
Tooth might have one in his bag. He's pulled out Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
I would not put it,
Why, did he hit you with a rock today?
though he couldn't hit me with a rock if he tried. He's not a lover of music. Enjoyment and actually appreciating it are very different.
True. What, like, Brady's just kind of, like, really confused because he's,
No. She's never seen him around camp. She's never seen him with Amor's men. She's never seen him with Gorlois's men. It doesn't appear to be Faye because you are not seeing a glamour. They're not. He's not hiding anything. He looks completely human. Like I said, he looks Celtic. He's got the dark hair and the pale skin and the blue eyes.
What do you think of Erden's playing? I know the banjo can be a little bit of an acquired taste for some people.
Oh, banjos. You never get enough of those. Of course, they haven't been invented yet, so I'm still trying to figure out how we got one. Yes, Atlantis. They are light years ahead. Of course,
Yeah.
you wouldn't know what
No, I don't know what that means, but they had a beautiful flute.
He'll slowly hand it out to you.
Being perhaps impertinent or rude, but who are you? You've told me your name. I appreciate that. But I've never seen you here before, so I don't know who you are.
This is literally a stranger handing you candy.
Right. I need you to
I'm
give
not.
a
I'm not
persuasion.
Okay, and I'm not moving to touch the flute at all. Oh, please roll well.
I'm so. Yes. I rolled it. We should find out, shall we? And he'll stand up. And he's going to pull a fiddle out. You've never seen one of these, Brina. And he goes to join you, Erden. You've never seen this guy before. He just shows up with the...
Alright. There's like, kind of.
Definitely
And
not
he'll try to... He'll make eye contact with you. He's left the flute next to you. And he's like nodding at the flute.
I'm afraid to pick that thing up.
Arden will actually like follow the guy's gaze over to Brina and just kind of like try and make eye contact with her and just like raise his eyebrows. Like he's paying attention on playing.
She wanted.
Like, what?
I was like, Erden, that's the flute she wanted. I didn't like this. Like, wait a minute.
I'm
I'm pretty sure that that's what it was, but I'm just like,
Like, I have no way to tell.
I think that's a bonus action, so it just turns on.
Woo!
It
The
just
guy lights up like a Christmas tree.
Go up a little bit, and then it's like, and just turn back to Brina and just kind of shrug. Like,
Like, I don't know.
like I'll store my flute away in my bag, but I'm like, I am so afraid to pick this thing up.
Does the
like I'll
flute
kind of like
light up?
I'll lay a finger on it, like to see if anything happens. It's like,
Are you asking if the flute lights up? No. It is not divine.
Actually,
I'm gonna like put a finger on it to see if anything happens to me.
It feels like cold metal.
Okay. Like I'll pick it up and I'm like, okay. Kind of like, okay. I'm gonna make sure that I'm not changing again. Start playing along with whatever melody that.
a little simpler to allow you to, I guess, play
Get
the
in better.
scales, but it sounds interesting.
With the banjo and the fiddle. Like, it's not a clashing instrument. I don't know who this dude is, but he's good. Like, look at them go. Oh, and Brina's got a new instrument. Sweet.
Yeah, Aaron's going right along with it. It's like, well, I guess this is the kind of music we're with. I don't see how this could be a bad thing, honestly.
I will say you guys go through several songs before Garlos finally says, okay, we should probably go to bed. Thank you for your performances, everybody. Chop chop. Go sleep. We got a long march ahead of us tomorrow.
So like as I'm putting my flute, this new flute down, I'll turn to him like, that still doesn't quite tell me who you are, but
Erden.
sorry,
Who
I
am
had
I?
a very confusing day.
Oh, if I had to guess, music.
Why is he talking to me? God's talk to you, Narada. Any Dale, like nobody talks to me.
He's very talented, but why would I talk to a paladin?
He really is a lot. He really is very talented as a bard too.
He does not have the skills of a bard. He cannot play and calm emotions. He cannot play and give people a restful night's sleep.
Certainly hope I've been able to do that. I kind of like looking around campus as people are like settling down.
People are totally getting bonuses to their rest tonight.
Right.
Erden
up
is
feeling
not a
rested.
bard. Erden is an instrumentalist. Many people can play music. Not everyone is a bard.
Like, I'll go to, like, hand the flute back because I don't know what to do right now.
Oh, no. I think you'll find this flute will help you in the coming weeks. I don't need it.
Will anybody be in trouble at the shop in Atlantis?
I didn't take it from Atlantis. I made that.
Come back again. It'll be fun to play. What?
What did I do something for? Like, you and Prada always seem to have to do something when gods talk to you. Other than
Oh, no.
you. I don't know what to do here, Erden.
Well,
My day is already
these-
confusing enough.
Well, I think it's one of two things in which you constantly pray by playing it, or it's entirely coincidental that happens, being a god of music and all that, or it is simply you might as well join in a little bit. But
Never heard of Maban.
Did you check?
you know I got rid of that to get performance, right? That's not. It's 12.
That's actually enough, because you
Oh,
were with
okay.
Druid. He's the Celtic god of music. He's actually the god that Taliesin served.
Hey.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, that's the god Taliesin served. Yeah, Celtic one. Oh, you were trying to follow in his footsteps, right? In a lot of things.
Yeah. Oh dear goodness.
This is a happy moment, Brina. A happy moment. Sorry, I'm so out of character.
Norman's about to say exactly the thing. It's like, you seem very nervous about this.
It's not that I'm. There's just so many different things swirling in my head right now, Erden, that I don't really know how to take this in on top of everything else. I'm just confused.
And that's enough. Sometimes being you is just enough.
You know when those sometimes are.
Just about every time. A few points in life where I wasn't, so.
Like when? If you don't mind me asking, I don't mean to pry.
Well, since we're on the topic, Taliesin. Yeah. Just. That's enough. You played great out there. And while the theme of it is nothing more than a step.
And like, I have a flute made by a god.
A perception check.
That is an 8.
8.
It's a little bit up.
That it's most of it is smooth, but you feel something on the back that's a little rougher. It's a little confusing. There is an etching on the other side. A message.
Can I read it?
You can. It is in your native tongue. And it says, "You have a beautiful music within you. Use this gift to share it with the world. Taliesin."
Yeah, like,
Like, Rita just starts tearing up for no reason.
Like, what's going on?
If you could send me that message, Jen, so I can put it in my notes, that would be great. Taliesin, there's a message from Taliesin.
now if that's not a sign that you're awesome, I don't know what is.
Thanks, Sheridan.
Also, Taliesin confirmed to not totally annihilated.
Taliesin confirmed about
Yeah, he's in the afterlife. We know the afterlife
Yeah,
exists.
he's in the afterlife.
I mean, technically, you know where he is. You could go visit him. It's just, it takes. You never know. 10 years might go by, too.
Yeah, no,
you have enough time to skip in life right now.
Okay.
Last time we saw Taliesin, I wasn't sure if necromancy had canceled his soul, so.
Apparently not. He just got shunted out.
I'm gonna go back.
It's a really funny quote. I wasn't sure if necromancy canceled his soul.
Cancel culture's getting real out of hand, apparently.
Oh.
Was there like a case for the flu? Was there a back to where I was sitting to safely away?
Sounds good. And I think with that, I will probably call it there because it's 11 o'clock.
Hmm?
And I have chats to do with people. Good job, guys.
He learns that Emerald has a significant other today.
Yeah.